Ipswich Buses, your local bus company serving your football team. Buses run every 10 minutes. Avoid the traffic. Don't get stuck in the delay. Get Ipswich Buses today. A single from only £1.20, a return from only £2. Find out more information at www.ipswichbuses.co.uk. Ipswich Buses, proud to partner with Talking Town.
That's where the Wi-Fi outskirts of it is fine. We all sit down for Christmas telly. We all sit down for Christmas telly.
Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends. And as the thumbnail suggests, welcome to the Talking Town Christmas party. That's right, because of Gillingham's, I won't say ineptness, but because of the COVID situation affecting Gillingham, the game has been called off. So the match review is now a Talking Town Christmas party. That's right, the Talking Town Christmas party. We've got Christmas jumpers. I've got 3 drinks in front of me. I've got an amaretto and Coke. I have got a liquid football from our friends at Away Day Biz. Let me just read you this, my friends. World Cup USA 94, a tournament full of dodgy haircuts, bodacious kits, and commentary genius. Liquid football is a zesty 5.4% American IPA, perfect as a modern-day liquid football. And I've got the tap water, and I've already got a headache. So it's going to be a fun night. We've got drinking rules applying. Lewis Robson has devised the Talking Town drinking game. That is going to be in effect. We've got Christmas jumpers. And in Christmas crackers tradition, I have got a wonderful joke for you here. Eyes down. How do sheep greet each other at Christmas? That's the question. I want to know if the contributors can answer it. And the toy I got in my cracker was a bunch of stickers. I mean, not bad for 99p from his lordship Tesco's. Right, live chat as always, live link. Contributors across the year, hopefully we're popping in, popping out. This was devised by Richard Cruncher Moss, who then decided he was ill because of the booster. Richard, get well soon, but he won't be here with us. So he's kind of just dropped me off in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and told me to swim or drown. But here we go. Joining me tonight, hopefully loads of people, but first and foremost, it's this man. Merry Christmas, Matthew. How are you?
Well, good, thanks. This
What
is the first
drinks
time
have
I've
we got?
worn this jumper since last year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really? We've got a busy chat. We've got Sarah. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Anthony
Merry
Still.
Christmas.
Good evening and Merry Christmas to you, Anthony. Thomas Legg. Merry Christmas, Blue Army. Paul Bird. Wishing everybody all the best for Christmas and may your glasses be full. Is your glass full, Mr. Matt Phillips?
It is, yeah. Got the old away days there. I've got some wine on the side here.
Which one you got?
I've got a Merlot here from Chile.
Oh, lovely. That sounds rather delicious. It is Christmas time. It'd be rude not to. With a woolly jumper, says Kiwi Tractable. Yeah, we've both got the old woolies on.
Yeah.
It's
That was the memo.
rather warm. It's rather warm.
What's warmer, your Christmas jumper or the Talking Town hoodie?
The Talking Town hoodie for absolute sure. But for those that have been with us on the journey, Matt, they will be eagle-eyed because I am in a new location in Lambert.
We were
Lambert
discussing
Mansion.
this earlier, weren't we?
Yes.
I
So
would say this is your 4th location, maybe?
possibly so.
You started off underneath the stairs, didn't
Which
you?
is opposite where I am right here. Yeah,
Harry
just
Potter
there.
style,
Just
covered
where
under
my
the
son's
blanket.
kitchen is now. These kids, they take over, don't they? You have a child and that's it. Explosion of toys. Like,
Yeah.
literally, I'll show you the room before we close the show.
I have that issue here. It's
A
like
bomb's
hemorrhoids.
gone off.
Yeah.
But then I migrated closer to the broadband box. Sat ourselves there. Then I've gone to the office.
Been upstairs with your virtual backdrops.
Yep. And now my mum is coming for Christmas from tomorrow. So today has been presents, wrapping, and sorting that office out into a bedroom again. So I've been kicked out. So here I am. So Crunch was sorting the show.
Are you proactive on the wrapping? Are you good at wrapping?
I'm like, I'm very supportive. I will sit in this chair, have a glass of whatever was on the go, and I'll say you're doing it so well. You're doing it so well.
My wife is wrapping right now while I entertain you all.
A beer for all the rappers. We've all got one. We've all got our friend, our spouse, our partner, our significant other. They're all If you're not the rapper, they are. So big thumbs up to them. Are those curtains on the green screen? Says Stephen Parry. No. But what I found out this evening, this will rock your world, that I can actually have a green screen without a green screen.
Oh, look at that.
It looks like I'm in that film, Ghost. It's like start crafting pottery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at this. Matt Stannard.
Matt
£20.
Stannard, £20. Remember of Sydney's
Top man,
Wow
that.
Meat.
Top
Happy Christmas. Yes, we could do a bit of blankety blank stuff this evening, or we could do. I've got a couple of things lined up.
We saw
Dominic
Sid on Saturday. That's the first time I've seen him all season. Be it virtually or face to face.
Well, I said to him, hey, Sid, you're alive. Last time I saw him was Millwall in the friendly doing a show.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then disappeared off the face of the earth. EJ Norris, hi guys, Merry Christmas to you and everyone connected with the Talking Town family. And Mark Tuxford, guys, I have got a podcast out where I am the guest. That's right, I am the guest with this man here, Mark Tuxford, people behind brands. I guess I'm the person behind the brand. Apparently so.
You listened to that earlier. It's very good.
30 minutes of honesty, too honest. I like
Tux's broadcast though. It reminds me. Do you remember International Football Factories of Danny Dyer? International Football Factories.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh, did you see his post on Facebook about what Christmas meant to him? It's about family. He went all like sort of Mike Reed, Frank Butcher. Pat, I love you, Pat.
Yeah, on that was broadcast. That Danny Dyer International Football Factories was on Bravo, I think. And there was another show I used to like on there where Mike Reed went round Britain playing golf courses. It was great. What a great channel that was.
Merry Christmas to you too, Russell. Merry Christmas. Right, let's go. That podcast was very well done. Thank you, Paul. Tom J says can vouch. Good chat. Check out. Yeah, it's half an hour of true honesty from myself. I don't often do those types of things because I have anxiety and Mark will testify. We've had some back and forth. Matt will testify. We've had some back and forth. But it is there. It's me. Laid bare, warts and all.
I gave you a New Year's resolution, didn't I, today?
You did.
What was it?
To chill.
Yeah. Chill. Just chill.
Which is funny enough because this is exactly what this man here has often been telling me.
No. Pretty Caroline.
Mike Happy Brown. Mike, look at that. Mike's gone all John Virgo.
It's my Christmas T-shirt. I haven't got a jumper, but it's Chris got like bar hungerbug on it and ho 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 and
a Christmas version of Big Break.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Another great show.
Awesome. I had to couldn't not come on without my daughter's headphones.
Absolutely, Mike. Mike, I've missed you. It's been too long. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Been an interesting week, to say the least, but good. Yeah, I'm feeling okay today. Yeah.
Any festive fishing planned, Mike?
No. The only thing I've got to do is go down and replace the main gate lock because it broke. But although it can still lock as such, it's not locked. So I've got to go down there tomorrow morning and do that. So I shall.
Beautiful. And then you're off for the Christmas period.
Yeah. Wife, and obviously you've got my daughter coming round. She's suffering at the moment. Bless her. She had a booster on Tuesday, so she's feeling a bit.
Well, get well soon, because Rich is the same.
Yeah.
It didn't knock me out. I have to be honest. I was obviously superhuman strength. Me. Looking forward to my 4th booster soon. 10 weeks time, apparently.
No, you're right.
I'm just sticking my stickers on. Look, got a little stickers. Mike, question for you: how does sheep greet each other at Christmas?
How are you,
Matt?
Bar humbug.
No, I'm not gonna say bar humbug, are they, mate?
I was going to say, how are you? I see a few people in the comments have said that.
We'll wait to see what the third member has to say. I have sent the link out to all the TT members. So if you have received the link and you are free and you want to pop on for 10 minutes or so, then please do so. We've got a wheel full of questions that the Cruncher has put together, all in the spirit. I'm going to have some music playing in a minute if it works. So yeah, looking forward to it. But there's no football. First of all, let's bring in the third and final member, and let's get this show truly on the road.
Man, I'm gully and techie. You want me, then check me. Just butt me, I'm ready. I need that money in heavy. I'm banging these raps like Pumpy with Shelly. Shell it, bad it, I'm dipping. I said that I'd leave, but I'm back in the kitchen. She pour it, back it, I'm sipping. Feeling away, but she tackling feelings. Man, I'm gully and techie. You want me, then check me. Got me, I'm ready. I need that money in heavy. Banging these raps like Pumpy with Shelly. Shell it, bad it, I'm dipping. Said that I'd leave, but I'm back in the kitchen. She pour it, back it, I'm sipping. Feeling away, but she tackling feelings. I hit it in skirring, gassed it. She calls it childish, I call it tactics. White doors on a coupe, but I wrapped it. Got a next one, remapped it, rapid.
You can't cut that intro short ever. It is a tune.
It's a very festive intro.
Kally, look at these two down the bottom
Right,
here,
Kally.
Chuckle Brothers, with their hats. Merry
Well,
Christmas,
that's it. You
Kally.
got to get in the spirit, mate. Christmas,
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
jumper. You know, we got it all.
Bloody
You
Lucy.
know,
How are you,
so-
Cal?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, having some of the world famous cider house cider. I say world famous. It's from Bridgenorth. Andrew will know what I'm on about. But yeah, it's cider house cider in a bottle. So Christmas drinking has begun today.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And Kally, to complete the lame intro, how do sheep greet each other at Christmas?
Well, I guess, because they can't say nothing else. I've never heard a sheep talk. I've only heard it say
You've
"bah"
obviously
or
not
whatever,
seen Shaun
so-
the sheep, then, have you? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I
Mine
don't
was
know.
the closest. And Merry Christmas to.
You.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, well, far out was I?
No, you were very close. But there you go. 99p from Lord Tesco's. Not bad, hey. Not bad. But I will drop a link also in the chat for the community. You are more than welcome to get involved. As always, it's everyone's platform. But I've done the contributors first because I've got their WhatsApp, so it's just a little bit easier on me. I can just click it and forward it 10 times, or however many it is. But we're all here. Let's start with some football chat before we get into the nitty and the gritty. Game's been called off. We've got another 2 at the Christmas period. If you had to be a betting man, Kally, how many do you think we're going to get done between now and the 1st of Jan or 2nd of January?
I'd like to hope at least one of them.
You'd
Like,
like
at
to
least one of the, yeah. Like, I ain't heard nothing about the. Is it Wickham? What the fuck is this?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Party, Kally. How many parties do you go
Okay.
to without any music?
DJ.
Not that,
DJ
I
Landlord.
haven't,
Oh,
I haven't been to
Daniel,
parties with that music, but yeah, very
Hey.
very. I don't know if it's festive.
In the world we live in with copyright, you take what you can get and you get what you take.
I
Fair enough.
personally think we'll get them all done, other than the Boxing Day one's going to be, what, January the 8th now?
Is
I think
it?
we'll get them all done.
'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything from Wickham. Is it Wickham we're playing next week, isn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday.
On the Wednesday. So I ain't heard nothing from their camp about COVID or injuries.
No.
Same with Lincoln. Apart from obviously probably Teddy Bishop, he's probably hit the
Oh,
injured one.
he's injured.
But
Yeah, it'll be ripped out.
I ain't heard nothing about injuries or COVID or
No.
anything from there. So
I think
I
there's
don't know.
a commitment really from like the Premier League and the Football League to be able to play these games if they can. I mean, the fact is that Gillingham said they couldn't do on field and off field. I don't think they had the stewards to do it either. But this is Football
Well,
League. We have to play by League One rules a little bit here. You know, we have to. Clubs aren't on our level, are they?
No.
Is the issue.
the thing is, like, with all due respect to Gillingham, I only know about them from our interactions over the last few years in the league, right? And they seem a bit tin pot to me, right? And this is a bit of a tin pot move, whereas Lincoln and Wickham, they're teams that will be like, well, no, realistically, we want to get the games done because we got a long season. You know, they're probably thinking about playoffs as well, so they're thinking about a long season as well. So they just want to get the games done.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Gillingham, there's like it's a tin pot move, man. Excuse my French, it's a bitch move, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had enough players, you just like all this stuff about they had COVID. Apparently, some of their isolation period would have finished this week anyway.
Yeah.
So you can
Apparently
play
so.
Sunday.
And they've got
So, I
injuries.
don't know.
And they've got injuries apparently. Yeah,
That's what it is. That's what it is. They're using the COVID to cover up the
Read
injuries.
between
That's
the
what it
lines.
is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But-
Possibly so. But it's not happening. Wickham have called off their game.
I
Boxing
think
Day
it's
game
good,
with
though.
Cambridge due to the Cambridge camp with COVID.
It is good. Well, you mean in terms of time on the grass for McKenna?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and
I
it'll be
agree.
nice for him to first time he's in the dugout is at home in Portman
Yeah.
Road with a
Yeah.
big crowd. Let's see how he handles the
See,
occasion.
I don't know. I was quite enjoying the symmetry. Cookie's first game was away at Gillingham.
yeah.
McKenna's first game would have been away at Gillingham. I was enjoying the symmetry
I'm a
of what.
yeah,
of what
but
the
like
start
so,
was.
some the symmetry is there and everything, and you got all these links like Paul cubed or whatever. How many Pauls we bloody had?
Yeah.
And there's all links to other managers, and it's
Paul Square.
I was a Cookie fan, you know what I mean? But look where it got us.
Yeah.
So it's nice to break the mold a little. So if his first game is a big crowd, like I think they said about 24, 25 have been sold anyway for a Wednesday night, which is pretty good, right? So if they've sold that, then you've got McKenna rising to the occasion. You never know. We beat Wickham 4-1 away, so it'll be a good test.
I'd like to have played Gillingham, Mike, because they've lost 5 of the last 5. They're sitting third, second from bottom. I think it's third from bottom. 17 points. Won 3 games all year. Coming off the back of disrupted training sessions. It's almost it would have been a perfect start for McKenna, wouldn't it? Even without the time on the grass.
Look, it's gutting for the fans that wanted to go, but I think, look, I'm happy that he's got more time on the grass with the players. And we've got to remember, all the players that are there now are kind of on a starting block again, aren't they? They're all there. We've all had our bits and pieces to say on players, and some have played better and some played worse and all that. But the reality is, they're all on the starting block now. So they kind of they've all got a bit of they've all got to prove themselves again to the new manager. So regardless of who's played badly and who's been like banging in goals and who's been leaking in goals. New coach. And I'll tell you something now, my son Jake is an avid Man United fan. He was gutted that McKenna left because he reckons he was instrumental in bringing in Mason Greenwood. I think Jake may come on the show later. I don't know if he's watching right now. But
I know a few United fans, and it was funnier because some of the younger generation, like the early 20s, they were like, and probably teens were like, yeah, get rid of him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or whatever. Whereas a lot of the other ones that I knew, I'm not saying the other guys didn't know their football, but they went to the games all the time. They were season ticket holders. They were up there. They were like, nah, you got a good coach there. And my only fear was that because we're chasing 6 and we need to get 6 and this ain't a free hit, right?
Yeah.
Is he the right man at the wrong time? That is my only fear. But he's been appointed. I'm going to back him, and let's hope that, he can get us into the top 6. Top 2 still technically on. But I do believe 100 points is no longer on, so that's the only thing.
Well, yeah, but I just want promotion. Don't matter if it's 80 points, 100 points, 72 points, 68 points. I just want promotion. That's all I want. Lee Anderson says, Mike, that top looks like something my wife would buy at a new look.
it's just jealous, isn't he? Poor bloke, you know what I mean? Look, I could have worn my Ann Summers outfit, mate. I was a little bit more thoughtful of your eyes.
Well, to be fair, you could do that in 12 minutes after the watershed. So after the 9 o'clock watershed, you could look up the Ann Summers.
You absolutely could. Right,
He did a fantastic photo on Twitter, Lee. I was proper laughing. I was like, yeah, that is so me.
Right, we've got our first contributor joining the party. Here he is. He is the man, the myth, the legend that is. We'll get all this played. If there's a category for the most hammiest intro, but the best intro as well, you'd win it hands down. Mr. Peaky Blinder himself, Mark Tuxford. It's all about family.
It's all about the family.
Mark, Christmas time. Merry Christmas to you. How are you?
Good, mate. How are you?
Very well. All the better for seeing you.
I feel like I've seen you too much this week, if I'm honest.
Nah, not enough. Never enough. Never enough. For those that don't know, you did a fantastic video for your agency, of which you are the owner of, I believe, or
not
something.
the owner. Not the owner.
Something along those. Something along
Just
those
work
lines.
for him. Yeah.
Just work for him, right? Just go there 9 to 5. And you did a fantastic video about Christmas, what it means to you. So can you tell the guys and girls at home what it means?
Well, for me, it's all about family, and it's also about watching the EastEnders Christmas special for me.
You ain't my mother.
Yeah, you ain't my mother. Yes, I am. But yeah, honestly, I love EastEnders, and it is my favourite go-to show. It's my guilty pleasure, and Christmas special incoming.
I imagine it's because you feel quite a connection with them. To be fair, Mark, do you know what I mean? Like you feel like you belong in the East End.
Yeah, I feel like I do. Yeah, Peaky Blinder and all that sort of stuff. Even though they're Brummy, but
Yeah, well, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. Matt is also very similar with EastEnders. Surely, Matt, being with your certain dialect.
No, I can't stand the bloody thing.
Oh, I'm with Matt on that.
It's too depressing.
Blasphemy.
No, I used
love
to.
a
I
bit
used
of
to
it.
watch it. I used to watch it. But is Phil Mitchell still about?
He is,
Yes.
Isn't it?
The
Yeah,
only,
of
the only
course he
thing I
is.
can
There you
say
go.
is, right, what's more depressing? EastEnders at Christmas or Ipswich Town Football Club?
Ipswich Town Football Club.
It's a fine line. Yeah, I do agree.
Hands down. Ipswich Town
I
Football
remember
Club.
watching a man Bradley kill his sister or something, and then in the next Christmas he killed his same sibling or something. It was like, yo, it was repeating itself, but
Love it.
everyone
That
was
wouldn't be
watching it.
Bradley. Not our Bradley.
He fell off a
no,
roof.
little
Bradley
Bradley.
fell off a roof.
He fell off a roof.
Yeah.
He fell off a roof, little Bradley.
Then
Yeah.
giving Andrew
Divorce
divorce
papers,
papers.
yeah.
That was the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
Yeah.
That was when EastEnders was quality. This day and age, it's all like
And then
political correct bullshit.
No, Ange,
Phil
my
and Grant,
sweet.
Phil and Grant in the when he dashed him down the pit when
Yes,
he found out his
after
missus was
Cappy.
knobbing him. Yeah, that
There's
was
some
a
shows,
mad one.
some shows are going on too long. EastEnders has been around for too long now. Holby City, Casualty, get them gone. Get them
Casualty
all
with
gone.
Charlie
Holby City's
Fairhead.
gone. Holby City's
Bring
gone.
back El Dorado. I used to like that.
El
Bring that
Dorado.
back.
Christ.
Soap operas,
Leighton
bring
Durrant
back-
says, I'd rather listen to your background music, Gov, than watch EastEnders. Right, we have got the wheel. Tux, as you are the newest member to the party, we are going to spin this wheel for you. There it is. There are no naughty adverts this time. Whatever it lands on, we will deal with. There you go. Favorite town kit. There you go. Look at that. What's your favorite town kit, Tux?
There's so many to choose from, but I think I don't know. I mean, are we talking home kit or away kit?
It's your
Either
favorite kit.
or. Third
Home,
strips.
away, third.
If I pick my favourite home kit and I pick my favourite away kit, so my favourite away kit was the one in 2002, 2003, I think it was. It was like the maroon TXU Energy one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2004, I
quite
think
nice.
that was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
because then
Yeah.
it switched to power gen as well, didn't it? I think.
Yeah. It had like the little piping down.
Yeah.
It looked classy, that one.
Yeah. That's probably my favourite away one. Home one, I've probably got two. I quite like the Green King one that we obviously got promoted with. Quite like the 2014-15 one as well.
Yeah.
With Marcus
I
Evans
did
on
that
it.
one.
That was nice. Yeah.
What this one here? Is that the one you
No.
like?
No, the maroon one. It had
That's a goalkeeper kit, isn't it?
Yeah, keep it top. That's
Ah,
Kelvin
yeah.
Davis here, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was Kelvin Davis. Yeah, I was just trying to.
Type in
get a
I'm sure it's
kit
2004. I'm sure it's 2004. Have a look. But yeah, they're good kits, one. I agree with you on the
Google's
home
letting me
kit. The home kit, 100% for me, was the one that for me. That's the time I've only ever seen us lift a trophy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was going up. That was that's the
That
ultimate.
red
kit.
away one reminds me of the season we came down. I'm sure it must have been 2002, 2003, Kally, because I think that was the year. That was one of the years that I'm sure it was the year we got relegated from the Premier League, I think, or the year after. But I remember Pablo Canago wearing it, Marcus Bent, Tommy Miller, all that sort of lot. Matt
Yeah.
Holland.
TJ says his favourite
Miller
one
was
is the
quality.
14-15 shirt, which I think is this one. I think.
Yeah.
What an advert that was.
Yeah.
Blue is in our blood. That's good.
Yeah, you
isn't
got
it?
John Wall.
That was a nice kit.
Franz Tyson's in there, look.
Look at that. Back three of Berra, Chambers, and Smith. That's got pace and power all over that, hasn't it, Mike?
Christoph Berra got sent off the other day for I can't remember what the
Did he?
team was. Yeah, I saw it on Sky Sports the other day. He got sent off for some non-league
He's not
team.
at Hearts anymore, is he? Somewhere
No.
else, isn't he?
No, he's
I think
somewhere
it's-
Yeah,
else.
Tux, you were right. Tux, it is 2002 to 2004.
Yeah.
That
See,
one, isn't it?
no one couldn't find it. Cally
That's
sent
it,
me in
yeah.
the wrong direction. Oh, that's a lovely kit, that one.
Yeah,
I've
that
got
one was hard.
that's vibes of beating Palace.
That
away.
was that one was hard. I like that one.
Yeah.
That was a good kit. Matt, what's your favourite kit?
I liked the 91-92 promotion kit, the John Lyle era, when we won
Yeah.
the title and lifted the trophy at Pullman Road. The only time I've ever seen us lift a trophy other than the Youth Cup at Pullman Road. And then my favourite away kit was probably, do you remember, Mike will remember this, when we drew 2-2 at Everton in the FA Cup, Mike, when Everton were like on top of the world, like 85, 86, and we wore white with the red stripe across
Oh,
there.
Christ, yeah.
Dark blue shorts and maybe
Yep.
dark blue white socks. That was a cool kit.
I've
That one.
forgotten all about that one.
Yeah, I used to like that one. It was based on the French kit. You know, the red with the three blue lines.
Was it?
That was good. Yeah. Home and away.
Wow.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. Mike, you got a
No,
favourite
thank you.
kit?
Home kit, 81 all day long.
Which one was
Yeah,
that one?
That was
1981.
the European season where we won the UEFA Cup, and
We've had it recently, or a rendition of it. I feel like we've had a rendition.
yeah,
of it.
yeah. For me, that's always. I mean, look, I like the '78 one because obviously it brings back a lot of memories, and I had that kit as a child. So, but the '81 for me, home kit, and I have to say the away one is this new black one that they brought
Yeah,
out.
that's
This
nice,
third
that.
one. That is a bit of
Yeah.
tastiness for me, I tell you.
Yeah,
I swear to God, if they brought that out, I'd go in the shop and whack my credit card on that bugger, I tell you.
It's black and grey stripes, isn't it?
It's absolutely, it's probably the best away kit I think this club's ever had. It
can't
really
find
is. And we've had some good ones, but that for me, when I saw it, and I saw the lads playing it, that just, don't know, there was something a bit all black about it, you know, and,
Yeah.
you know, come on, lads. Yeah, it was just absolutely brilliant piece of kit.
Yeah.
That.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, all day long, yeah.
Loving it.
I was in there today and I was looking. Oh, 1799. Lewis Robinson, thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for the news this year. This time next year, ITFC will top of the championship in Scotland. We've just landed having won the World Cup in Qatar.
You fucking
then
jinxed it now, eh? You?
And then the alarm clock goes off. Matt's done a controversial, I know, but I like the one from a couple of seasons.
No, that
ago,
one
the
looked like a
orange.
bin man one.
The
That was
orange.
like bin man's kit.
Joe,
The,
my
or-
favourite
the
kit-
orange one was the was it 97 or something? The orange one.
Yeah,
That
that was
away
nice.
one was
Yeah,
decent.
that's good. Yeah.
But I'm with Mike on the away one. I think the black one, even this year's white one's decent,
Yeah.
right? But the black one is the one, and then like Tuck says on the home one, nothing for me beats that. You know the material as well on that one. It was like almost like silk. It just it had champions written and felt like a champions jersey. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. I'm not a massive kit lover. I'm going to be. I look at it. I just, you know.
That's it. Deflate the bloody party, why don't you?
You know what I mean?
Jesus
my
Christ. No one
favourite
smile now, will you, please?
My favourite kit isn't actually Inches Town kit. It's the referees kit from the 90s when they've got that
fuck's
white bit down the front. Looks like they've been gouged against a brick wall. Like it looks terrible. But for me, for some reason, it always stands out in my mind.
Oh, the one that was like
why.
like it was bleached at the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or the referees one from the World Cup '98, which is red.
I remember that one.
That's another that sticks in my. But actual home kits or away kits, I haven't got a favourite. They're all tinged by the sadness that is known as the first team playing in them. Do you know what I mean? It's as we're saying on your podcast, Mark. It's just not been fun.
No, it's right.
Is
I
this
just
the
want
last-
to say this comment down here.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh, massive.
So
only Falls
Tuck,
fan.
you know, you were talking about Christmas special. For us, it was the East End. It was the Only Fools and Horses special.
Yeah.
Like that was the religiously thing. Like, I
it's
love
amazing,
that,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Should have ended when it did, though. You know,
Yeah,
should have
yeah, I
ended with
agree,
walking into the sunset, not done another
Oh
one.
no, that hurt me, man.
Yeah.
They brought it back, and it just let them have their moment, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, just let it go like that.
Have you seen the Micah Richards and Roy Keane driving home for Christmas stuff on Sky?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's never seen Only Fools and Horses. Never
Oh,
seen
no,
it. He's
it's
like,
criminal.
what?
Did you ever see Rock and Chips? It was like a prequel.
Yes,
to-
yes.
that was
50s,
all
wasn't
right.
it?
Yeah.
Rock and Chips, yeah.
It was good.
Harry
it was
says
good.
Gavin and Stacey Christmas special was so good. I
Yeah.
can't stand Gavin and Stacey.
No, I'm with mine on that. I
How
don't
can
like
you
James
not like Gavin
Corden.
and Stacey? You two have got
Oh,
issues, honestly.
Mark.
No, I just don't like.
Are
I
they?
just don't like James Corden. He was all right. The only program I've actually loved him in is League
of Their Own.
I think it's what's it?
League of Their
Sky
Own.
Sports one. League of Their Own. Yeah, that's the only time. But I think Nathan Ranganation is making that even better. I do.
Yeah.
He's an absolute legend. That bloke.
Ramesh.
I still still not a fan of Gavin and Stacey. Sorry, Mark.
Stacey was quality. That if you want to plot a proper Essex show, that was good.
Yeah.
I thought.
I don't
Bit of
like
Ricky.
Essex shows. It's the.
I always.
I
try and do-
watched a few of it. They used to do Christmas specials in it, and I think I watched the last Christmas special they did,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
seemed all right. But I
That's
guess
good.
unless you know the backstory, it's not as funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My
So
wife
it was all
obsessed
right.
with it. She's obsessed with it, and that Miranda.
Yeah,
Oh,
Miranda's
fucking
shit.
Get in the
Well, do
bin.
you know Miranda? So you know the guy that she's after in that TV show. That's Lucifer. Have you ever watched Lucifer on Netflix?
No.
No.
Nah. Oh, you need to watch it. And he plays the devil, but British and dapper and everything. It's brilliant.
Big shout out to Mark Dowling there, Royal Family.
Yeah, I was just
Jim
about to say
Royal,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never watched it, you know.
Yep.
It was
I
on
was
the
never
other
a great fan. I
Jim
didn't. Yeah.
The best
Jim-
episode is when you've got Roger and his wife come round for Christmas, and then that last line is just
Barbera.
Jim Royal to a T. When he gets his Skybox, he's got the Sky contract in his hand. Love Jim Royal. I love Ricky Tomlinson. Absolutely adore him.
brilliant.
National treasure. Him and David Jason should do a show together because I'd watch
Yeah,
that
very
religiously because them two together.
Talking about the kits and that, is this the last year of Adidas? Can the
Hold on,
Americans put your own stamp on it from next
Yeah,
year?
he's the last year of Adidas. It is the last year of Adidas.
What do you reckon?
You
hold
still
on.
smell shit in
Put
him.
up Matt Stannard, GP Kaye, man, Die Hard, ultimate Christmas film.
It's not a
Ultimate Christmas
That was
film.
on last
Yes,
night. I was
it
watching
is.
that.
Oh, that's a major. That's a debate, isn't it? That's
That is
like a Christmas
That
debate.
is a
for years,
Christmas
isn't it?
film.
It is.
It's 100%. Listen, Sky even categorized it under Christmas movies.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I think it
So,
is. I think
listen,
it's a.
Christmas
It's,
film.
you've got one of the greatest Christmas songs in Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC, when the limo driver picks him up. You got him playing that. You got Santa hats. You got snow. You got guns. You got Yippee Kaye. You got dead terrorists. It's fucking brilliant. It's a best
Yippee
Christmas
Kaye,
movie.
motherfucker. We
And he's even got you've even got Christmas jumpers now that say ho ho ho. Now I've got a
Yeah.
gun. Now I've got
Yeah.
a gun.
we
That's
we
I'm
watch
with
it
you on
that.
every Christmas Eve as a tradition with my mum. She loves it. She's 72. She fucking loves Die Hard.
Lee,
It's madness.
Lee Bayliss is likened Mike to Jim Royal.
Yes. Yes. I
Who's
can
Jim
see it.
Royal?
He's off for a Tommy tip. I'd give it 5 minutes in there if I was you.
What's the
Don't
last
like
down
that.
the feathers here about this?
Absolutely. Yes. Did you see the spin-off they did? Well, not a spin-off as such, but it was Craig Cash.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
it was like being Down the Feathers.
Yeah. Is that two doors? Is that
Two
is that
Doors
Last
Down.
Order? There was one called Last Orders as well, wasn't there? I think he's
Yeah,
down
it
the
was.
cut.
It was something down. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
love
know
that.
what you mean. I know what you
Right,
mean.
let's bring in our third contributor, TJ Tom James here. Oh, look at that!
Hi
Christmas
TJ, how
tree.
you doing?
Tom,
Very,
Are you on the South African wine there, TJ? So you're on.
I'm on the Argentinian Malbec, mate.
All right, yeah, nice.
Oh,
South
hang on,
American
I've
vibes.
just
Where
found
am I?
your intro, Tom. Hang on. there we go. Now show the wine.
I should have drank French, shouldn't I? Shit.
That is class. That is a class.
Is this because TJ's continental? Is that what we're saying?
Well, his favourite player growing up. We had a conversation offline, and it was Thierry Henry, right, T?
Right,
Correct. Yep.
And obviously Henry Vavavoom. And you know
I'll
me.
be back in 2 seconds, guys. I've just
No
got.
worries. No worries. You go and
Au
be
revoir.
Jim Royal. And so I was like, right, that's it, Tom. There you go. You're Tom James of Vavavoom. You bring the continental
So,
flair.
Tom, who is your favourite continental player at Ipswich of all time?
Oh, what a question.
Surely it's Larson Toure.
Nah, it's
I
Shefki.
like that guy.
Oh, mate, absolute scenes with that guy, but it's Shefki Kuchi.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot. What about Kanyago? Oh,
Yeah.
Kanyago's
I
not
love
happy.
Pablo,
Oh.
but my best years growing up were in the mid noughties, so it was Benji and Kuki up front. So them boys
Okay.
together is that was my
The big dive after the goals. They had to put in the
Yeah.
programme. School kids were trying it out in playgrounds and injuring themselves. So they
Yeah.
had to say, don't try this at home. Like WWE, don't try this at home.
Can you imagine we actually put Larson Toure and Sonny Aluko in the same sentence once upon a time? Madness. Everyone was saying Larson Toure had a debut that's been rivaled by Sonny
Larson
Aluko.
Toure.
Or,
He
yeah,
had a
and,
good career though in Europe, hadn't he? He was known as Mask Man, wasn't he? If he scored a goal, he
Yeah, put a mask on.
yeah.
still not as bad as
Listen,
Tommy York.
he was ahead of his time. Get him on the pitch now. He knew about COVID back then. He had his mask ready, so he's ahead of his time, right?
Kevin Bruce wasn't he? Kevin Bruce.
Can't beat Tommy Orr, let's be honest. Right, Leighton Dunn, have I turned into points of view? Where's Anne Robinson? Well, we've got Vicky coming up very soon. Don't forget, Talking Town drinking rules apply. If she swears, we have to, hang on, what is the rule that Lewis suggested? Wait for it. When Vicky swears, all stand and remain standing until she swears again. Don't worry, Jen, she'll soon be sat back down again. Fucking hell. She swears like a worse than a
Ulrich
dogger.
Le Pen, there's another French player. Ulrich
Yes.
Le Pen.
Anyone seen Click and Collect with Stephen Merchant? Yeah, I've seen that. It's not too bad. You're getting better, Harry. Keep trying with the comedy stakes. Dinner Ladies with Victoria Wood. That is very good. That is very good. John asks, how do we get on with the podcast competition awards, Matt?
You what, sorry?
how did you guys get on with the
Oh, the
podcast
FCAs.
competition
Well, the
awards?
FCA is when we got to the final, didn't we?
They didn't recognise fucking talent when they saw it. All right, quite
No,
frankly.
we got beaten by Sheffield United. But I mean, look, we had
Yeah,
good
but they
team.
had a massive number of subscribers, didn't they?
Yeah.
Not
It
the
was just-
number of
it was
subscribers,
great
Kally.
to
It's
hear.
how you use those subscribers. All right, pal.
Do you know what I mean? So listen, all you 3,000 odd, you're lacking. You're all
Mark
lacking.
got it. Mark got it. Mark got it. Mark was there ahead of the game. No, yeah, we finished. Well, I'm going to say fourth. We don't actually get told where you finish.
We finished in the national
three.
top 10. didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did.
That was
Disappointing. But
was
that sums up the football club. Like Sheffield United aren't a bigger club than Town. They've
No.
just been in the Premier League more recently than Town. But yeah, cheers for bringing
Good
it
to
down,
see it.
John. Thanks for bringing the party down. Right, Tom. Question from the board. Here it comes. Right, you have got number of targets. Nice bit of Christmas music. Favorite Town goal of all time.
Ooh. It's Wigan 2004 Bentley's chip when we won 2-1 near Christmas.
Yeah.
Went top.
It's a quality goal.
That was like
yeah.
90th minute or something, wasn't it?
Fuck,
End of the
yeah.
game.
Yeah, I went
17 years ago.
Yeah, I went down with my family. I was 11 years old, and Leighton Baines' goal is still the best goal I've ever seen live.
yeah.
What's the goal?
But Naylor and Bentley won it for us, and that's the best game I've still ever been to, and that was 17 years ago. So yeah,
Me dad got up and clapped that Leighton Baines goal.
yeah. I was sat in Lower Cobble with my family, and
It
I
was
was
a hell of a
looking around,
goal.
like, why is everyone clapping? You have the bloke
It was a
scoring
great
goal.
goal.
I was like, it was amazing.
It was a great goal.
My dad would have hated your dad just off that alone.
He was, like, when he was around,
It's bigger than your dad.
he used to do that. Oh, everyone was bigger than my dad. But if he saw a goal he likes, he would be up. Great goal.
Yeah, you see, my dad
Despite
couldn't
what the
stand
result
that.
was.
If you so much said to Ted in the game, well, that was a good pass by the opposition. He didn't like that. He didn't like that either. What's your greatest goal, Tux?
Greatest goal. Selena's one is climbing the charts for me, if I'm honest. Yeah, I mean that's got to be up there. I think I seem to remember Johnny Williams scoring from quite far out against Derby once upon a time. I mean, for me, every time I watch it, it gives me goosebumps. But Royce's goal at the end, when it was a Premiership, honestly, every time I watch it, it just gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
it is a good goal. It is a good goal. Matt, what's your favourite goal?
I've got two. I like the Finidi goal at Christmas against Sunderland. What a goal that was.
Yeah.
Who used to give Finidi shit? I used to really like Finidi. He was a bit of a scapegoat for me. He scored some great goals for us. That, and also going back into the 80s, Daly and Atkinson, who scored against Middlesbrough. I think it was, and Rich will remember this. This was the first one. I mean, it was just an awesome hat trick. I mean, he absolutely walloped that ball. It was brilliant. And Middlesbrough were top of the table, and we beat them 4-0 with Pallister and Mowbray after their two centre halves. So they're two that stick out for me.
Yeah. Kally?
A bit like Tux, I think, Selena's one now is probably the best one in a long time. Royce's as well, just because of the moment, the way it broke, and it was just like, fucking hell, we've done it.
Yeah.
But the one, I can't remember who it was against, but Creswell, he scored one at Portman Road, and there's some real nice play in the build-up.
Palace.
Yeah, and he just walloped it, and it was just, it was a great finish.
Was
So
that
was a good
deadline
goal.
day where we absolutely...
We beat them 3-0.
5-0 on deadline day, wasn't it?
3-0, all in the first half.
Yeah. You're thinking West Ham, I think, mine. You thinking West Ham?
I am. You're right. Allardyce was in charge.
And then the other one was actually important goal. Anyone against the Norwich, like Haynes's, even Knudson's when he scored. Even
Fabian
in the playoffs,
Wilner scored, didn't he, against
the
Norwich
Man United? No, but the one against Man United, Fabian Wilner.
Yeah,
great goal.
That was a phenomenal goal.
Yeah.
And of course, actually, the one that really stood out for me was Aaron Drinnan's slide tackle into the back of the net at some point last year.
Don't forget Alan Armstrong against Inter Milan. That header. I literally plummeted to my death.
Well, see, when you're talking about your best goal, are you talking about in terms of the goal, what you're seeing, or then are you taking the occasion into? Because there's so many big goals. Then, do you know what I mean? There's just like Bentley's goal against West Ham in the playoffs where he missed the penalty. They just, even though it was a header, it was a bit of a shit goal. It was like, shit, that gave us a lifeline. Unfortunately, obviously, we know how it turned out. But I don't know, man. We've been blessed with seeing good goals, and we've had some great goal scorers.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Yeah, we've seen some awesome goals, haven't we?
You
Let's
just
be
had
honest.
one of the best, Stuart. He was on the other day, weren't he? And he's an absolute ledge. You got people like him, like TJ was saying about Kuki and Ben. Even remember Marcus Bent? He had that goal scoring record in our relegation season,
Yeah, he was good.
which equaled Van Nistelrooy's about 7 goals consecutively. So I was just like, right, okay, he's done that. And then we've had people like Ollie Hawkins and Aaron Drilling as well.
Absolutely.
Even
Aaron
like
Drilling.
Mike Birchall's tapping and Herman dives.
I'm going to say it 20 times on the show.
You're a bastard.
Sorry,
Joe,
Matt.
I've actually had thoughts of going to see Aaron Drilling on
Later,
I actually have.
He
It's
closed your
actually
mouth.
crossed my mind.
Where are they playing? Let's do a talk in town.
Colchester.
Scouting.
Yeah.
Are they playing away at Colchester?
They're at Colchester. It's genuinely crossed my mind.
That is boxing. Is that Boxing Day? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say, Kelly's made a great point now. I remember what was given to Mark Birchall, a tapping on the line, yet Herman jumps into the North Stand thinking it's his goal.
Oh, yeah.
He's like that, isn't he? As he dies, horrified faces as he lands on them.
Gary Denny has said what many consider to be the goal where Town peaked, and then life following that moment has never quite been the same. Williams' header against Coventry at their ground. We won that game in the last minute.
Diving header, was it?
Yes, it was. I think it was a diving header, actually. Yeah. My favourite goal is for Needy George, but it's in his debut. I think it's the debut against Derby. At home.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Where he gets the ball on the byline by the best hour in English football, the Cobble Stand, and then he just beats the Derby defender all hands down, slots it home, and then the North Stand is singing the famous Venedig chant.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. Life is good.
Yeah. That was a great day.
We think we've got this absolute megastar, and then
he weren't too bad. I thought he was all right. I'm with Matt on it. Do you know what I mean? I thought he was all right.
Great goals.
We were just terrible. And then our small squad, then playing in Europe, caught up with us.
Yeah.
And that was it. Because remember in January, we looked like we were turning a corner, and we were getting a few results.
Absolutely. I was at Goodison, Kally, and we won 2-1, I think, at Goodison, and we were like 12 for the time. Never looked like going down.
That's what I mean. It's just it's mad. Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be back there soon.
We will. Mark Dowling, Jackson versus the Arsenal kids.
Don't get me started on that.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Do you know what? One from the Paul Lambert era would be Chambers against Blackpool.
Yeah, that was a pearler.
That was probably the best goal last season. I think there's only 10 goals scored last season anyway, but that was one of them.
That's a great goal.
Right, stand by your swear jars. Vicky, welcome.
Good evening.
Loving the Christmas jumper. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
You've not been too well, so how are you?
Do you know what? You're putting me under pressure for this swearing because I'm a new woman. I've turned over a new leaf.
Bollocks.
Don't swear anymore.
Absolute bollocks.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm still the same swearing that I always were.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
What's your favourite goal?
Probably Martin Rusa at Wembley.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's all over. Well, it is now. Yeah.
What about was it Fulham? He scored that free kick. Was it
Bradford?
Bradford. Yeah.
Bradford. Yeah.
That was a tasty
on his
goal.
debut, didn't they?
That was a tasty goal as well.
Yeah.
He didn't score shit goals. Him and do you remember Jermaine Wright?
Yeah.
They didn't score shit goals.
Oh Christ, Jermaine
Wright. Do you remember
Wright's goal against
Barnsley? Oh, Rotherham. Yeah.
We've had it mentioned by. Oh, hang on. Who mentioned it? Someone was right behind it. I want to say Paul.
Some striker.
I
forgot all about that one, but that's probably high up there actually for me.
That was just thunderbolt.
It was a good goal. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. I do apologise for the person who mentioned it, and I've not remembered who you are. But yes, it was a hell of a goal. Venus is against Tottenham. I still like that, just for the fact it was our first Premier League goal back, and it set us on the journey that was. And it was typical Vino, just a thunder bastard, just literally hit it as hard as you can and hope it.
What would you say? What would you say has the best goal this season then? Because we've scored some goals this season.
Selena, isn't it?
Selena.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Barcelona's goal. Right?
Touche.
Oh, no,
I think my favourite was Bon and the Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeping complete balls up.
Yeah. Great moment. I'd say Bond against
Well,
MK
chap,
Bond.
was that the one from Kane Vincent Young's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
But yeah, Vicky's right. For a moment where the game looked lost, to suddenly score from there with the keeper. Yeah, great moment.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant comedy.
So good, they stuck it on the side of the North Stand.
Yeah, Martin's annoyed.
Oh no! Why are you annoyed at that?
Well, why is it on there for?
Because you're creating history.
Fuck off, creating history. That's the sort of goal. If
You like that answer, innit? You like that one?
If you finish in 8th this year, that goal will be remembered for a bit like this. Oh, do you remember once when Bond scared the goalie? Oh, yeah.
What will happen is when we're doing this show and we're just doing it live outside Wembley because we've just won and everything, you'll be like, remember when Bond got that extra point that got us in there? The sneaky point he got, and all of a sudden we snuck into 6th place and we stormed the playoffs. And we battered whoever 8-0 over 2 legs. Like, brilliant.
You do chat some
I
shit,
think
Kelly.
that's
I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
Continue to get Bond to stand inside.
Vicky,
What?
give us a song.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me.
No, don't blame me playing Rich. Who set this up?
I don't sing. Not until I've had a few of these, anyway.
Well, who wants to... Matt, you're the artist among us. Give us a song.
Come on. Feliz Navidad. We're going continental here, TJ. Feliz
Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero any felicidad.
I mean,
I want to wish you
A Merry Christmas.
this is why you are on
I know that one. I like that one. I do
This
know
is
that
why
one.
you're on a podcast and not releasing a Sony music deal. Because not sure what key that was in, but Tux, give us a bit of a Mike Reed rendition of a song.
Yeah.
Go on.
Just trying to think of one. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit. We're fucking shit.
I was thinking more.
You thinking more
We're
festive.
all family.
We're all family. Got all the Mitchells with me.
Who's Mitchell?
What was that? Sorry.
Who's the best Mitchell?
Best Mitchell. Oh Christ. Probably got to be Grant Mitchell though, innit? Or Peggy. She was the matriarch, weren't she? So
Phil's my favourite Mitchell. The day they
I
killed him
cannot
off, the day
believe
I'm
you
gonna
watched
cry.
that shit.
Yeah,
I love it.
honestly, it's beautiful.
Love it. I love all my
You
soaps.
found them, Martin. You said you liked Coronation Street.
I love all of them. Emmerdale, Corrie.
Well,
EastEnders.
who watches Emmerdale? Does anyone watch
I
Emmerdale?
know what I
People
used
in Yorkshire.
before this show.
I'm in
before
Yorkshire.
this-
I don't watch it.
Well, you should do. You might learn something.
But you got a Suffolk heart.
Before this platform, I used to know what day of the week it was by what show was on at 7:30. If it was Corrie or EastEnders, I used to know what day of the week it was. So today's Tuesday.
I remember the
Today's
bill.
Thursday.
Do you remember the bill? I
Yeah,
remember
the
that.
bill was
Yeah.
I
quality.
didn't watch that either.
I used to like that. Nah, I used to
That's
like
really
those.
true to life as well, Kelly. Really
Is it?
true to
Is
life.
it?
Listen, I can't remember what channel it is on, but they've started showing all the old shows, and that come up on Sky one of the days. I was sitting
be
there for
Dave,
like a
isn't
couple hours.
Got to be Dave.
Nah, it
Or-
weren't Dave. It was something else. It was a
Yeah,
channel I
Matt.
did not know.
I watched a show last night. You might enjoy it. Called Upstart Crow. Seems
Upstart
right. Your
Crow?
it seems your sort of comedy. That it's got old Mitchell in it. Not Mitchell. You know Mitchell and Webb. You've got
Oh yeah,
um,
no, I know the bunny man. Yeah, I know.
yeah, sort of
the show.
high.
It's an old-fashioned show.
He's
Isn't it?
Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of it. I thought that's a Matt sort of show. This.
I tell you what, I took on ITV4 the other day. Minder was on. I hadn't seen that for years. Hilarious.
I
They
used
were,
to
in a place
love-
called, they were in a garden centre called the Hanging Gardens of Neasden.
Is it true that what's his name? The bloke who was Minder, Waterman.
Arthur Daly.
No, Waterman. Right?
Oh right, yeah, the Minder. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
he only took on shows where they allowed him to sing the theme
Yeah,
tune?
he did sing all their theme tunes. Yeah.
Look at T. He knows where I've come from. He knows. Can I sing the theme tune? Vote the theme tune.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Little
What's the
bit.
other one? What's the
I
other one?
hated
he's
that that
detective
was
on?
on, but now it's a classic. Really good.
What's the detective one he's on?
Oh, old tricks, new tricks, new tricks.
It's all right. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Doesn't really
yeah.
matter if you roll. And my dad loved that. That was a great one. I used to watch.
Do you know, you
Minder.
guys have way too much time on your hands.
I was just thinking, like, where are you watching all
Well,
these TV shows?
if you listen to Mark Tuxford's People Behind Brands, you will know that I didn't go to high school. So you have to fill that time somehow, some way. And filled that time. The TV educated me.
Are you
I
in
am
high school
educated-
now, Martin?
No, I'm in the school.
Well,
of
there you go.
I'm in the school of Ipswich Town.
Well, he didn't go to school, but as a newspaper column. Anything is possible.
Everything is possible.
Yeah.
Leighton Durham, put Leighton's up there. Lovejoy. Who remembers Lovejoy? That Antiques. Based around Essex and Suffolk.
I didn't see Lovejoy.
Paul
The only
McShane.
Lovejoy I know.
I
was
only know-
Graham.
Half of that will be allowed these days.
But Dustin was an Ipswich fan. That's why Norwich fans called us spinners.
Yeah.
Because he was the Ipswich
Yeah,
fan.
that's the only reference I know to it. I've seen a
Yeah.
few clips, but
Good show,
nah.
that. We should be on BBC.
I remember Faulty Towers. That only had 2 seasons though. That was
Brilliant.
quality.
People think it were
I
loads
love
of
Faulty
seasons. It
Towers.
was only about 10 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, 2 seasons. That was it. It was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Great show.
I pulled out another one for you, Vicky. I spun the wheel while we were talking about Lovejoy and Minder. Your first Ipswich Town game.
Oh God. I don't know. I was 6. I can't even remember yesterday, let alone when I was 6.
Duncan
but-
Bell was in Lovejoy. That's unbelievable to me.
Carry on
I
camping.
don't remember watching Lovejoy at all.
It's
Tux,
probably
what was
on-
your first
it's probably
game?
on BritBox or something.
My first game was a 0-0 draw.
Starting to go on.
It was when the North Stand opened its upper tier for the first time, and we was playing Chelsea. It was 0-0.
Oh, I
Marcus
remember
Bent
that.
missed a penalty, and I think that was in 2002. Still in the
Yeah.
Premier League last season.
Love it. Matt, when was your first game?
My
Did
first
they have
game
colour TVs?
yeah, March 81. March 81.
During the war, Del Boy.
Yeah. 4-1 against Sunderland. Yeah. My dad didn't really know how to get to Ipswich because we'd never been up there before. So we got the bus from Chelmsford, National Express. And I remember waving to the Sunderland fans after the game, thinking they'd wave to me back, and they were just doing this to me. And he was like, look the other way. Yeah, 4-1. Lower Cobbold we was in right on the touchline. Was that?
Nice. Paul Bewley says, "Can we talk about Dream Team?" Yes, Paul.
Oh,
we
great show.
can.
Yeah.
That was a
Great
good show.
fucking
Yeah.
show.
But I'll tell you what was better. What was better was Footballers' Wives, without a shadow.
Nah, you know what?
That was
Footballers'
good.
Wives is
Yeah,
good.
we know
That
why.
was good.
We know why you found that better,
exactly.
Mark.
Exactly. When you're 11, that's fucking quality, mate.
That was
When you're
true.
watching that, honestly.
You just
I
wanted
won't
to
go any
see-
further,
what
but
was
was
it?
quality when you was 11.
What was it? Chardonnay or whatever her name was. You
Yeah,
just wanted to
Chardonnay,
see that.
Tanya.
Yeah.
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 Tell you what, when you're 11, Mark, and you've been sent to bed because obviously your bedtime's at 9, you're watching your bedroom with a little TV this size, right? Those were the days, right?
Yeah.
Little TV the size of a postage stamp. Kids today, you go to their bedrooms, fucking great big widescreen.
Mike,
Saying-
that was my first game, and my second game was the Kevin Beattie testimonial. It was against like one of the Moscows, like Spartak Moscow, Dynamo Moscow, random in the middle of the season. They came over. Really weird.
Do you think the Beattie statue looks like Kevin Beattie, Matt?
But we've already discussed this. You know my.
No, that's fine. I'm asking you again.
What does everyone else think? What does everyone else think?
I didn't really see it I didn't go up close to it, but
Yeah,
then
I
when I've seen the pictures, like the face is like the body and everything looks wicked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it just looks a bit
statue.
off, but it's
Yeah.
one of those like, you know what it is, you know who it is. It's kind of a bit of a famous pose from his anyway, so
Yeah.
it's like not it's our version of Jordan's Jumpman logo as an example. We all know when we see that that's Kevin Beattie, not Michael Jordan. So
Yeah,
you know,
Good point. Yeah.
TJ,
It's a
were
great
you
statue. It's a great statue.
It is. TJ, were you a fan of Dream Team?
I ain't got a clue, mate. I didn't watch it.
what?
Oh, it was class. It was brilliant.
The earliest football thing I watched was
The
golf.
Fletcher brothers
Remember
up front.
golf in
Fucking
the
hell.
cinema.
Which
Carl
one?
Fletcher, Luis Amor Rodriguez. And you've got what?
What was the
Linda
one that
Block.
died?
Linda Block.
Yes,
Linda
Jerry
Block.
Block. Jerry Block is a legend.
fucking
And you got the
hell.
managers. You got Jaws, Vivian Jaws, Hope. Oh my God, the bloke could.
Do you remember
Scared
which
life
was the
out of me.
goalkeeper that held everyone
Jaws.
hostage?
Jaws.
It was Jaws. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he killed
goalkeeper.
himself. He killed himself.
Yeah, because Jamie Parker was
Manchester
their number
United,
one.
wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
it,
Harchester
yeah.
United filmed at St Andrews all the
Yeah.
stadium
Was it?
shots.
Jamie
Yeah,
Parker
St
was their
Andrews.
number one. He died. They needed a goalkeeper. So
Do you remember when Fletcher went on Sky Sports News thinking he got the move to Barcelona, and
Yep.
instead it was the other lad or whatever? I used to love that.
Prashant, the agent. Those
Yeah,
different-
he was a touchy bastard. But-
He was. He was.
Do
He
you know
throws
what?
that over
That
the
was
club.
more that you saw more about the football. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Footballers' Wives was a wicked drama. Like anyway, like they
Yeah.
had so many stories going on anyway.
That was OTT massively. Like, what was the bird with the long fingernails? Tux.
Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah,
Yeah, was
yeah.
she like screams?
who
and
was
whips
the
the
fifth
curtains
one?
down?
There was one fire one. What was her name? Chardonnay. She
Yeah.
was. I think.
You like
yeah.
Chardonnay, don't you, there, Kally? You've been mentioning
She was
Chardonnay.
all right, man. Yo, that's the only one I remember from Footballers' Wives. I only watched a few episodes, and it was like, right, okay, yeah, I remember
You've
her
been sat
now.
there rocking
Is it
like this,
Sky
going,
One?
Chardonnay. Is you want a drink?
Sky One
You
there?
quite like Chardonnay.
I have to remember wine.
Sorry,
So
man.
It was on Sky One. Was it Sky One it was on?
It
I
was.
used to like the
Dream
show
Team.
that followed that.
Dream
Used to be
Team was
showing-
on Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the show that followed it where they were like air stewards?
They were, yeah, Mile High.
Mile High. That was brilliant as well. That
Yeah.
was brilliant as well. I used to watch
Mile
that as
High.
well.
That was a
The
great
bloke
show.
who died by falling off the
Yeah.
middle of the plane.
Yeah.
And that was, oh, mate, that was high drama. High
was a-
drama.
Yeah, that
That was
was
brilliant.
yeah.
I had a good few episodes.
Justice Giants. Remember that on BBC? You might be too young for that. Justice Giants was a great show. That was written on BBC One. That was written by Sid Waddell, the darts commentator.
Was it?
Yeah.
How
that
old
was
are you, Matt? Are you like
902.
60?
48.
He's like Doctor Who. He just regenerates
I
every
remember-
so
I've never watched
I
an
remember
episode of
everything.
that.
I remember everything. Mine
Robert
was,
Grimsby, Michael Owen's soccer
That was good.
school.
That was
I
good. He
had
used to
that on
walk out of the
VHS.
poster, didn't he? Do you remember that?
I had
Yeah.
that on VHS. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
that.
Do you
on
remember
Soccer
Wayne
School.
Rooney did a little mini series as well?
Yeah, it was
And he
shit.
tried to make it urban, so it was like
Yeah.
skips and fucking dustbins in the
Wayne
middle.
Rooney's
Yes.
street football. That was quality. That was.
That's
to be
a
fair.
Sky.
Nah, I didn't
That
think
was
it was
crap.
great.
That was good.
was that
Right.
Sky
let's-
One as well?
Yes, all on Sky One. It's where the
It's called
greatest
Sky
things
Max
used to
now,
happen.
isn't it? It's called Sky Max.
Yeah.
now.
See, now Netflix is king. Everything's on Netflix. You know what I mean? Right, Alex Wilson. Alex, welcome in. How you doing?
Hey
Hi,
guys, you
Alex.
alright?
Hi, mate.
Yeah, we're good.
Hi,
man. How are
Alex.
you?
Not
Right,
bad, not bad. Awesome to be here. Awesome to be here.
Merry
Definitely.
Christmas, Alex.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Obviously, Gillingham cancels. We thought we'd just spread a bit of Christmas cheer, talk some shit, drink some beer, have a good time.
Awesome. I've got a good town goal for you. The legend we had on Monday's show, Liverpool away,
Yeah,
when he
great goal.
rounded signed the Festive.
Keeper.
Did
Was
it say
that in front of the
Grant Brook?
cop?
Yes.
Was that in front of the cop end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and just bossed it. No one gave us a chance to get Liverpool. We just absolutely bossed it.
How far are we now, though? Like, just
I was in the Liverpool end in that game.
we are so far away from that point.
Yeah.
But Alex, as it's December and it's freezing cold outside, the Will has just asked me to ask you, what is your top holiday destination?
Top holiday destination. Oh, I'd have to say Portaventura because I've not done that many foreign holidays, but I've done a couple at Portaventura, so I would have to go with that. I think.
All right, TJ, as our Vavavoom, what is your favourite?
Edinburgh.
Ooh,
You
Edinburgh.
don't get no sun up there, though, do you?
I don't
City,
need
mate.
sun, mate. I don't
Good
need
city.
it. It's my
Yeah, good
favourite
city.
city in the world. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah, love it.
It's
See,
cool,
I need sun for a holiday.
Yeah,
I need
beach
sun.
and that. Yeah.
Crave it.
I need good walks, whiskey, and beer. That's about it.
My holiday's just been cancelled thanks to Boris.
Where were you going?
Dominican.
Oh, I've
in
been there.
April.
Beautiful
Where
place.
you going?
Yeah.
Puerto Plata.
That's where I went.
Excellent.
Puerto Plata.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went down there.
but it's
One
been
of yours
cancelled.
living there right now.
Good old Boris.
Good old yes. Matt, where's your favourite holiday?
UK, I agree with TJ. I like Scotland. Big into Scotland right now. But yeah, Tenerife's I go to. We used to go there every Christmas. But not so much in recent years. But we're supposed to be going in April, which is a holiday back from last year. But we'll see.
Leighton Durham, Butlin, Skegness, been there many times. Good place. Sarah says Orlando. Kefalonia says Mike D. France says
nice.
Louis. I'm going to say Iron Napa.
Where's Kefalonia?
It's in Greece.
Oh.
I've never been to Greece. Apparently, you
Have you
can't put toilet paper down the toilet. That's what I'm told.
No, the sewage.
See, that
system
would put me
can't-
off straight away. If you haven't
Well,
got first class
You're fine.
sewage systems, I'm probably not going to go there.
You're fine.
You ain't going to the villages in India. Get a hotel. Get a Radisson.
That's not me. That's
get a Radisson. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Iron Napa for me, Tux. You know, sleep all day, party all night.
See,
I've got a story
Miami's,
I'll tell you all in a
Miami's the
minute
city
about
for
Iron
that.
Napa. But Tux, what's
I've
yours?
got to go with Zante. I don't know if everyone's been to Zante, but Zante's unreal. Like weather-wise, you know, you've got the strip where you can go and have lots of drinks, etc., etc. But then you've got the quite calm place as well. So it's got everything. It's got beaches.
James V's put this in. This.
Dis. Yeah, love a bit of dis.
I went through this on the train once. That's the only time I think.
Was it closed?
So no, split through.
Right, here's a story for you. Right, I Napper. I paid. Me and my brother. We paid €80 each for this beach party. You go to it was all inclusive beach party. So all the drinks you can drink. Beach party, right? So we had to go into the middle of Napa to pick the bus up. Now the hotel we were staying at was on a bay, right? So we go into the middle of town, get the first drink, then you get shoved onto a bus and driven to what was deemed this private location under dark, where you would have unlimited drink, party games, and all of that jazz. Got there, hundreds of people queue up to get a drink. You can only get one drink at a time, right? So you queue up for what it must have been half hour, 40 minutes, got a drink, come away, saw a few party games. We walked onto the beach thinking, paid €80, had like 2 drinks and seen one, I think it was a wet t-shirt contest.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. Looked out across the bay and guess what we saw? Our fucking hotel. We paid €80 to come 400 yards around the bay. We were staying in an all-inclusive hotel. So we'd paid €80 for all-inclusive drinks, had managed to get 2 all night for 400 yards. We literally just walked around the bay and went to the bar at the hotel. It was the worst €80 each we have ever spent. It was tragic, really fucking tragic. It was the worst.
I hate stuff like that. You know, all you can drink. I don't want to be drinking all that. You know what I mean? It's not for me. That.
But you know what? A lot of them now, you find that
really did.
It's not like if I'm having spirits, I like my whiskey. So it's not going to be nice whiskey. It's going to be standard whiskey. So if you like your drink, you want a drink, and then you're not going to be paying extra anyway. So what's the point?
No.
You know what I mean? So,
I've got a story about Ayia Napa because I went there for my honeymoon, and thinking that we probably wouldn't ever leave the hotel room, I didn't pack an awful lot of party wear. And this one night we'd met this couple and we decided to go out partying and drinking. Shock, I know. But I didn't have nothing to wear. So I rooted through my suitcase and there was this very short negligee. Oh, that'll do. So I popped that on and went partying in a negligee.
You wouldn't look out of place in Ayia Napa.
No, exactly.
Wow. I mean, what a... Lewis Robinson says favourite whiskey king.
one of my favourite ones is actually an Indian one. It's called Black Dog. And you can't get it. You can't get it here. If you do, you're paying stupid money. So whenever we go India, we try and get it. Go-to one probably is like your Glenfiddich. I don't mind a Glenfiddich. It's quite nice as well. I really like some of the Japanese whiskey. Some of the Japanese stuff's really good as well. So just variation. I actually had one banging whiskey, Japanese one, right? And it was from bloody Lidl. It was like, I think it was like 14 quid or something. It was from Lidl. I can't remember what the name was, but I need to find that out. But it was one of the best whiskies I've had.
Drink, Alex?
Favourite drink? Oh, God. I like my craft. And I'd have to say probably a nice spice rum if I'm on the chilled on a survey in the town night, I reckon.
I've never drunk rum. Never had it. That's the same, isn't it?
You had not even dark rum.
Drink.
Bit of rum and coke. No.
Survey in the town.
Never had it. No, I never had it.
What's your go-to drink then if you're having a spirit? Like if you're in a bar or whatever, and you're like, right, I've done beers, I'm gonna have a spirit or something.
Yeah, I'd have a brandy probably.
TJ?
The old 103 in Spain.
Yeah, but are you a proper brandy drinker? And by that I mean room temperature, no mixer, no ice, or are you one of those that I'm gonna add a shitload of Pepsi and kill the taste of the drink anyway?
I'll probably have ice with it, but I wouldn't put Pepsi in it. I'd have it straight.
I'll let you off with the ice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mix it up like that.
Yeah, I just it's funny because when you used to go out, you used to see these like people at the club or whatever buying drinks like, yeah, I want Remy Martin, man. It's got to be the Remy. It's got or the Hennessy. Give me the Hennessy. Give me the Hennessy. Yeah, the double Hennessy. And put that much coke in there. It's like, what's the point in that? Like you're sipping on Pepsi. Yeah. You might as well have Jack Daniels. Do you know what I mean?
I used to drink a lot of Jack Daniels and coke when I was out.
So
I got very drunk on Jack Daniels once. It was not a pretty sight.
No, not for me.
Oh wait, where's the fisherman gone?
He's on the phone.
Oh, was he right? Because he had that bottle of Jack Daniels earlier, didn't he?
He's ordering the fish. TJ, what are you? What are you?
If we're on whiskey, then I'm going for an Isla, which is a typically
Yeah.
smoky type. So it'll be a Lagavulin 16, which is my favourite whiskey at the minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I've got a bottle of it on the shelf. But if I'm on a night out, it will be standard gin and tonic because they don't tend to do good tonics on a night out. So you just get any old gin, any old tonic, and you just get it down.
I don't like tonic, me. It's a funny taste to it.
I found that I couldn't drink gin. Like, I thought when I was younger, like when when you're underage drinking and you're listening to Snoop Dogg, you like gin and juice. Yeah, let's have some gin and juice. And I was like, yeah, nah, not for me. My delicate teen belly wasn't ready for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah.
TJ, you a cigar man? You have cigars?
Special occasion.
Hey, fisherman's back.
Oh, he's there. He is.
There he
he's
is.
on, Mike.
Matt Stannard
No,
says,
I've been sat there for 20 minutes watching you lot. He's just refused to have me back into the show. He's just being a
I thought you'd gone to get your Ann Summers outfit on.
So Mike, you missed
the
it. You need to give
Nebulate.
us a song.
A song?
Yeah,
Really? You don't want to hear me sing?
No, we
You
really
need
don't.
to get
No, we really don't. Really don't.
Wayne J. Spears says White Lightning and Pack of Sovereign done. Sounds like my uncle's at Christmas. Honestly, I've got some white.
Can't go wrong with this. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with that. I've got the legacy version, the honey version, the malt version, the double barrel version. I've got loads.
The Gentleman Jack as well.
Oh,
You had
that's
to
a bit
have-
naughty.
Gentleman
You
Jack.
had to have White Lightning with Castaway.
Yes.
It's called Blastaway. Never heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Some of us are not alcoholics, Vic. You know.
We'd
ain't had that.
have kids that drunk White Lightning on their lunch break at school would come back pissed and throwing up on that.
But see, White Lightning's just cider, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, Matt.
Merry Down cider. Who remembers Merry Down cider?
Very
That used to be the favourite for the youngsters. I remember having that.
But we were spoiled in Wolves. You were spoiled because you had cider house cider, and you were literally every shop was selling it. So you'd get like now they've started bottling in it, so I've got it there. But you'd get it in kegs. You dash a bit of MD 2020 in it as well, and it was just a really good drink. It was just
You can't
yeah.
get
2020, brilliant.
You can't get
Yeah,
White Lightning
exactly.
anymore.
I
You
love
can't
it.
buy White Lightning anymore. It's Frosty Jacks now.
Is that what it's called?
That's, well, no, that's the one that my uncle drinks, and he's a big White Lightning fan. 'cause you
Just
can't buy it
get
anymore.
40.
You can. You go to the co-ops.
Oh, well, maybe he's banned. I don't know.
Bargain booze. It's got to be bargain booze. Still banned.
Mine's an amaretto. That's me. I'm not.
That's marzipan, though, isn't it?
Not even Di Serrano.
Well, the Serrano amaretto is the same thing in my book, Kally.
No.
Amaretto
I'll get
sours
it
are
down.
nice.
I'll get it down me regardless. But what's in the kitchen, Sove? Is it amaretto or Di Serrano? Di Serrano. Serrano.
I can't drink the Serrano.
No,
I
no.
did a bottle
Neat though,
that
yeah.
in 4 hours. All my days. Dr Pepper. Dr
Yeah.
Pepper. That tastes like when you had a bit of Coke. Oh my days.
Someone put a comment in there earlier. Dr Pepper for adults. They said.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't have. When I was 17, I got drunk on
really?
pina coladas.
Oh, I love peanuts.
Yeah, I can't drink pina colada anymore. I got two
You
drunk.
don't like
on it,
getting caught in the rain either, do you?
and I got absolutely projectiled everywhere. This was abroad as well. Tequila's another one I'm not a big fan of.
What
I
about
love
absinthe?
tequila.
Nah, but there's
and
so
it's-
many
but it's
different
vodka
types of
for me.
tequila. You gotta have because some people have bad experiences because they have the normal Huevo, whatever. There's so many different tequilas. Like, well, I've been over to America quite a lot, and out there they have Patron quite a lot, which is like a Mexican tequila. But then you know how we'll just knock a tequila shot back. They'll have 2 shots of tequila in there and add like you know how you get like I don't know like the juice in there, but like the flavoring. So like a little splash of like raspberry or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Mate, it's wicked. There's a thing called they call it vanilla, and it's called like you have a shot of tequila of the Patron, just a normal silver one. Have a shot of that, and then guzzle a light beer, and then until you taste vanilla. Have about 3 or 4 of them and see if you're standing. It's a
John,
it's a very nice drink.
Only the Serrano are nice. All cheap ones are awful. Funny thing is, can't stand marzipan and almonds. Hooch says Matt Stannard. Who remembers Hooch?
Hooch.
Yeah.
What are they called, those
There
group
it
of drinks? What are they called?
is.
They're called something, isn't it?
Alcopops. No.
Alco Pops.
Alpop,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Like Bacardi Breezer. Bacardi
Yeah.
Breezer.
Burner
and all that.
Latin
I
spirit,
reckon-
everyone.
I reckon Vic has to deal with this on a
I got
Friday
bad
and Saturday
experience
night
with
on a
Bacardi.
mass.
I can't touch that now.
A mass. Right, I'm going to bring in
It's
somebody
vodka
who's
for me, for my choice.
well, vodka and then everything else, right? Let's be honest. Right, let's bring in somebody who's had a huge smile on his face since the Vicky story. He ain't stopped smiling. is Peter Cox. He ain't Cox.
You're on
Yes,
mute,
you-
bro.
Oh, he's muted. He's muted.
See, he's that.
You're
He
on
was
mute,
that.
bro.
He was that happy to come
I'm
on.
right. I'm on now. Yes, I'm muted.
Hi,
Coxie,
mate.
how you doing? What's the time?
Hi, Pete.
Thank you. Hello, all. Happy Christmas and all that.
Merry
You've,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
you've sat
bro.
behind there for a while. You've heard the stories. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. Lots of great stories there. I think yeah. Vicky's pineapple one is got hard to get beaten, really.
I will say for anyone that's got to go, obviously I know you weren't scheduled to be on the show, so if you have got to go, just go. I appreciate you popping on, saying hello, having a drink. But if you've got to stay, stay. We'd love you to stay. Just going to say that in case anyone's sitting there thinking, shit, I thought I'd be here 10 minutes. We've got a question for you, Coxie.
Yes, sir.
Let's hope it's not what's your favourite dress in Iron Apple. Favourite World Cup? I imagine you've seen a few.
The gold one.
What are you trying to insinuate, saying that I might have seen a fit?
62.
No, I'm not old enough to remember the 66 one. The favourite one probably was Italia 90, where we came so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need that, and of course God himself was in charge of England, then Sir Bobby, and penalties against the Germans saw us off. But that's probably my favourite World Cup was that one.
Good World Cup, that.
Yeah,
Mike, what's your favourite World Cup?
Italian 90, but I remember the 82
You remember?
one. And that was.
You remember?
that was
You remember
brutal.
the one in Uruguay, don't you?
sniping at you now, Michael.
Right, it's all right.
Easy
Sorry.
fellas.
Has India ever played in the World Cup?
Yes, the Cricket World Cup. The Cricket World Cup. The Cricket World Cup.
Even North Korea's been in the World Cup, Kally.
Yeah.
Wait. For the benefit of this conversation, I'm British Indian, so England in the World Cup.
That North Korea, when they're in the World Cup, do you remember that they told their people they'd actually won it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Portugal in the final.
Yeah. They got
Yeah,
smashed
yeah.
by Brazil, but they didn't show any of the
People probably
highlights.
still believe that. They still probably
They
believe
played
that.
quite well against Brazil, I seem to recall.
Well, 7-0.
Yeah, because their leader had fucking all their family chained up somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
That's how you get a team motivated.
I think there is a story there. I'm sure.
My favourite World Cup is World Cup '98. I'm just going to say that there. That's the
Yeah, that
first
was a
one I
good
can
one,
really
yeah.
remember.
That hurts. That one.
That did hurt, that one. Yeah.
I quite like World Cup '98 as well, but my favourite one was probably 2018 actually.
Good World Cup.
Russia.
Yeah,
Was good, yeah.
Quite
It
enjoyed
was
that.
really good.
Matt?
Okay.
Oh, I'm with Mike. 1982 all the way. I love that World Cup. It was great. The Brazil team, Brazil 82, the best team that never won the World Cup. Fantastic. And of course, Italy did win the World Cup. That was great. Paolo Rossi, Claudio Gentili, one of the biggest shithouses ever. It was a great World Cup, wasn't it, Mike? And England went out of that World Cup having not lost the game. It was just a weird. You done your group, then you went into a group of 3, and we drew both games, but went out.
Shafted again, yeah.
Yeah, shafted again. Yeah, Great World Cup.
Poor old England, eh? Always shafted. Never mind. Colin says 66 or 70.
See, I thought 2002 was all right, man. Like 98 is probably my first World Cup I remember. Like first tournament's probably Euro 96. Actually, no, I remember a bit of 94 World Cup, but because England weren't in it, there wasn't a lot of coverage. And I remember the final and Baggio missing and all the rest of it, right? But then 98, it hurt just a little because we were close and you had Owen, this is the guy that's going to carry us. We were better than Argentina on that day.
Yeah.
Right, from what I can remember.
Kally,
right?
do that World Cup, do you remember the opening ceremony with Diana Ross? She's supposed to have kicked it and, and she completely misguided it, didn't she? And
I don't remember that part.
It was
iconic moment,
It was Germany v Bolivia, I think. I'm sure Bolivia was opening game. Yeah, she misses it. You're right, Coxie. Yeah, she does.
She's supposed to hit it and then the
goal
break. That's right.
Yeah, she schemes it off.
I thought the 2002 one was good. Like, I thought, it hurt again, but Ronaldinho's lob against Seaman. Ronaldinho loves Seaman. There's a joke there somewhere. But then, which was the one in South Africa?
Was that 06?
10.
10. That was it.
I never thought that Kally ever say something like that. Ronaldo loves Seaman.
Have you not heard that joke? Have you not heard the joke?
That's just wrong on every level.
There's a famous joke. The joke
It
goes,
took me a while.
The joke goes, who's the biggest wanker in the world? Ronaldinho, because he loves Seaman from 30 yards or 40 yards or however long.
Twice.
Right? It used to be about Eric Cantona, and then it got to Ronaldinho, and you know.
I do apologise for all this filth, Vicky. It's terrible.
Well,
she started it.
yeah.
I was watching, and then negligee at Iron Apple. I mean, I've got images running through my head right now.
The only thing I was going to say on the 2010 World Cup.
Kid number 9 on the way, yes.
No.
But yeah, 2010, there was so many like kind of shock results as well, and teams progressed out of groups that you weren't expecting as well. So it was a bit more. The only thing was I hate those fucking voo whatever they're called.
The
voo lasers, whatever. Hated that, man.
Too bad. They were
because everyone was buying them here.
It was definitely the 90 for me. But just to wind Mike up, I'm going to say this year, because we love Southgate.
Southgate apparently is the one. And
he is the one. He absolutely is the one.
Yeah, would he? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Would he get a job? Would he get a job in the top half of the Premier League, any of the teams in the top half of the Premier League? Would he get a job with them?
Of course he will.
Not in a million years.
What's his CV?
Mickey Mouse could have got that team to a final.
He's got? Yeah, but then the World Cup semi-finals as well. He's made progress. It's progression.
Absolutely.
He's made progress. Do you know what I mean? He's just waiting, man.
I've said it before as well, but is he not our second best manager in history?
Yes.
I know we all love Bobby Robson, myself included, but is he not the best track record we've had?
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with Gareth Southgate.
No.
Not having it. I'm an avid England fan. I don't rate him.
That's blasphemous. You can't just disrespect Bobby Robson on this Ipswich show.
I'm not disrespecting him at all.
No, totally is, isn't he? He's abusing our Bobby Robson. That's out of order.
Facts don't care for your
I am
feelings.
not.
How many World Cups? How many tournaments did Bobby do? How many tournaments did Bobby do?
2
for England.
Didn't he?
Right, and how did he finish? 2 semi-finals, was it?
Well, not the final, was it?
Irrelevant.
Okay, then technically, yeah. Fucking hell, all right, TJ. Yeah, you're right.
Bobby Robson. He's right.
Yeah, but
TJ.
Who do I prefer as a man? I love Bobby Robson, and I was not around.
You're
to
right.
witness him.
You're right.
I love the
Bobby
bloke,
Robson would have won that Euro, seemed comfortable with that team.
Yeah, he might have done, but it's like just the facts that we've got in front of us is like.
Look, I think
Southgate is doing a very good job, and he gets a lot of flack for it. And
do you know the thing I like about Southgate? The thing I like is he's broke the kind of tradition that England managers used to have, where unless you're playing for a top 4 team, you're not playing for England. Players outside the top 4 are getting a chance, and
it's a new era, isn't it? It's a new era, and the reality is, Southgate's a new age manager, isn't he? Fits criteria for this day and age, as simple as.
Yeah, but do we think the quality of the player that we've got and the character of the player we've got in this current generation, you align with them a lot more? You think you respect them a lot more, and you think they're not more like these typical footballers of the mid-noughties where they're a bit out of touch. They're a bit more closer to home, and that's why I feel a bit more resonated with this generation, is because Southgate's brought this group together, and it's a lot more better. That's just me.
I think there's an argument for that, and I wouldn't say otherwise. I just think that the generations of footballers that I've kind of grown up in with all the squads and stuff, and we've seen some horrendous teams, and like you say, the difference between now, it's a different era now, isn't it? I think Southgate's a good coach. I wouldn't at the moment. Look, if he wins the World Cup, I'll stand here and say, look, yeah, great, but he made two bad errors: semi-final and the final. Substitutions.
And you know what? You live and die by your decisions, and that's something that he'll take. I'm sure he took that away, but he's still youngish, isn't it?
If he had got the decisions right, you wouldn't have been sat there saying what you're saying now. He would have been the greatest manager that ever lived.
But he didn't. So we're going on result. We're going on result. We lost to Italy in the final, simple as. And we lost in the semi-final to a very average Croatian side. So reality is we lost.
If we look back on history now, we say Yeah,
We lost.
Sir Alf won us the World Cup. That was great.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else happened? Yeah, Bobby got us to a semi. Southgate got us to a semi and the final, and it's like, well, there we go. And
yeah,
we did all right. Was it? No, was it 2006 when we got to quarters?
Yeah,
I think that's the only one we got to. Then which has been last 16, hasn't it?
Germany World Cup.
We were robbed though, weren't we? I mean, Beckham split. Beckham's so-called.
That's why I hate Diego Simeone. Like, fuck him. Like,
good man.
He's a good manager. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fuck Diego
Mike, who
Simeone,
would you rather have managers?
Who would I rather have right now?
Yeah.
Well, there is no one right now, is there? Because the manager I would have had is at Newcastle. I would have had Eddie. I would have had Eddie Howe. I would have had Eddie Howe. You know, Southgate. Absolutely,
that's
I would have
England
done,
manager.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would just. Who? Wenger.
I'd like Wenger.
But would he have come?
Ooh, that's a bit like the Neil Warnock situation, wasn't it? About 10 years too late.
Nah, I think Wenger could still do something. Like he's smart.
No, look, when he came into Arsenal, he changed everything, didn't he? He brought an ethos into Arsenal, and so did Ferguson with Man United. You know.
No, but he changed the game.
You know, we can't argue our achievements as an England team in the last sort of 3 or 4 years. That's been good, but there's been some very frustrating moments when from an old school fan of football for a long time, there were substitutions that were so wrong, and the team ethos was so wrong. You don't go 1-0 up and sit on it. You just don't do it.
And that's something that he'll learn. Like he's not. When you look at him
in the final though, in the semi-final, he hit the semi-final against Croatia. We were 1-0 up, and we kind of sat on it and lost it.
So okay, who for you has been a good England manager then? In the last 20 years, who's been a good England manager?
Venables.
Oh,
Venables.
No.
Right. How many?
Yeah, absolutely. Venables, Euro '96, semi-final Germany.
Semi-final. So Southgate did that in his first kind of major tournament, right?
Yeah. So
did he get us to a final?
To a final.
Nope.
Listen, I'm telling you now, Vicky, you could have managed that squad and got them to the final. We had the easiest run-in ever. If we'd have come up against, if we'd have gone Italy's route, we'd have been knocked out in the quarters. I can tell you that now.
Whatever happens,
you don't know that.
Can we just
know
agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Then in 2022, we can leave the word progress behind. Like, I'm fucking sick of hearing that word. Progress.
Yeah.
About anything and everybody.
Results business. Results. If we win the World Cup under Southgate, absolutely deserves praise.
I feel like under Ipswich this year, all I've heard is progress. I just want to bin progress now. I'm just fucking bored of it. Find a better name.
There has been progress, though. There has been progress.
Well,
do you think the World Cup will go ahead?
Yes, of course it will. Too much money involved.
Years time, I think so.
Absolutely, there'll be too much money, Vicky. There's too much money involved.
I've got friends out there now that've been working out there for a while, and they're just saying some of the shit ain't even built yet. So it's just like, but they're confident it'll get done in time.
But with COVID, I mean, because obviously there probably will be a break, won't there? I think.
Money talks with COVID. I don't think there will be. I don't know if there will be.
It'll be like the Olympics this year. Worst case, they'll just fly the players out. But hopefully there'll be the fans as well. But whether they're going to get over to Qatar or not, I don't know.
No, they won't do a World Cup in Qatar without fans.
Let's be real. It should never be in Qatar anyway, should it?
Listen, Qatar deserves it. They paid a lot of money.
They paid a lot of money, Kally. Yeah, you're right. They paid a few backhanders. Say, here's your million. Here's your million.
Well,
we know that.
Mate. That's where England went wrong. You just if we just gave Sepp Blatter a bit.
England ain't got the money. We're skin.
Favorite Christmas dessert? Bring it back to Christmas. What's our favorite Christmas dessert then, guys?
Anything chocolate with cream.
Oh, Christmas pud.
And just anything
Christmas
chocolate.
Pud. TJ?
Leftover Christmas dinner, to be honest.
What for dessert?
With cream or custard?
If that turkey still sat there, I'm picking at it throughout the whole night and having some cheese with it. That's about it.
No, but don't you come back to that after you've had your dessert? So you do your main meal, you've had your dessert, and then later go back and just
there's not even a dessert involved. It's just savoury because I'm like half levered by 1 o'clock anyway. So
That's late.
No, he only woke up at 12:30. That's you know what I mean.
It's impressive.
You can't drive by the time it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Where'd you get your mince pies from? What's your supermarket you getting from? I must say, Sainsbury's very good this year. Very good.
We got a Tesco by us, so I just got Tesco's. It's easier.
I go Tesco. Club card points.
Yeah.
Very
It's like
good.
it's £2,000 for some mince pies. Without your club card, it's 99p.
M&M's, Marks and Spencers.
Forget a COVID pass. The thing that's going to save you this year is a bloody Tesco club card.
I don't know why anyone talks anywhere else because when you get your Tesco club card points through, you can then go for meals out. Like and they're like worth three times as much. The amount of meals out I've had.
Meals out where?
Cafe Rouge, Prezzo.
There's
loads on there.
No, you and Jen.
I took my kids to Legoland on Tesco's club card.
There you go, you see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cafe Rouge shut down.
I don't fucking know, Matt. We've had a pandemic, pal. I'm not going from a meal for 18 months. I've got Tesco points coming out of every.
If they're not on delivery, they don't exist.
If they're not on delivery, we don't have a delivery around here. We've got an Uber.
What about Uber Eats?
Uber Eats. That's the one. McMackey D's for the win.
Wait,
Colin!
you get Uber in the sticks.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, Colin.
How you doing?
Colin, how you doing?
There's more.
Colin, legend.
Party animal. Fucking party animal.
Oi, I'm Shagworth.
It's Elton John, isn't it?
Colin, how are you?
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Happy Christmas to absolutely everybody.
And to you. And
I've been.
We've got Stephen Parry and Colin.
Steve, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, chaps.
I was saying to Colin on the phone earlier. This time last year, we didn't know Colin existed. It's 2021.
But I've got to ask you the important question.
Ding dong.
Dilly ding.
Which is dead. Margaret Thatcher died a long time ago.
Dilly ding, dilly dong. The famous question: Jaffa cake, or a biscuit? Colin, is it a cake or is it a biscuit?
Clues in the title, right?
Well,
all day long.
It says on the side of the packet, Gov, it's a cake. So, would I be right in saying it's a cake?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stephen, what do you think?
I'm aiming towards biscuit, but it does say cake, so you'll have to say cake.
It's on the biscuit aisle, though, isn't it? This is the issue. They stock it on the biscuit aisle. This is the point. Confusion.
So the answer is cake, right? And I remember because we had a debate about it once at work, and someone went deep. Right, he's a lawyer, so we went deep with it. Right,
are we back
and
to Ronaldo again?
Here you go. Listen. The product, Jaffa cake. The product's classification as a cake or biscuit was part of a VAT tribunal in 1991.
Correct.
Which the court finding in McVitie's favour that Jaffa cake should be considered cakes and not biscuits for tax purposes. So they're a cake.
I know it was.
If they're a biscuit, they pay more.
There you go.
But even the logic, like it's spongy in it. There's sponge on it, so that's a
Stephen,
cake. Look,
just to say, I couldn't work out that you got tinsel around your head. I thought it was your hood of your coat, like East is East. That little
Is it wrong not actually fancying more now?
I love East is East.
I thought he was dressed up as a long.
I thought you'd had a little bit of snow up there in Lancashire, Steve.
Now it's my Festive Alice band in commemoration of Westburn.
Suits you. Lewis Robinson says, I'm looking forward to seeing how the GOAT works Bobby Robson into an answer about Jaffa cakes.
Oh, Colin, TJ said Bobby Robson was shit.
Yeah, he did. Honestly, yeah. Shocking.
Right. Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds. Answer that in 5 seconds. I I'm not going to have a go at TJ because he's one of my best friends. And happy Christmas to you, my old friend.
He never said that either.
Merry Christmas.
He can't even say, I wish
You
Colin
got
was on
away
there.
with that, young man.
He may not have said it. He may or may not have said something. You know, I may have made that up. But
I may have been stitched up. Who knows?
who knows?
Just watch it back. Just watch it back.
Colin, you're obviously a big football fan. You followed. I saw you was following obviously the World Cup and everything. Would you say at England? Would you say at an England level, Sir Bobby Robson was better than Gareth Southgate, or Gareth Southgate was better than Sir Bobby Robson? Because Sir Gareth has obviously got finals, and you know.
Yeah, that's an interesting
careful,
question. That's an interesting question, Kally. Obviously, I'm going to veer towards Bobby because he was our manager. But looking at it from a coaching point of view and who he's coached, it would have to be Bobby because Bobby's coached not only England, he's coached some of the greatest sides this Europe's ever seen. You know, when you talk about Ipswich, you know, Gareth Southgate's done very well as England manager, and I said that on the chat. But would I put him above to Bobby? No, definitely not. Because Bobby was no, definitely not.
No, because like I was my gut reaction was like you, but then like when you think about it, as TJ did break it down, it's like, well, actually, football's a results business. Like, you know how FIFA do all that stuff about ranking everyone. Like, you know, he's got to a final and a semi-final, so Bobby Robson couldn't even get to a final. He's shit. I'm joking. Don't kill me, I'm joking. I'm joking.
My only topper to that is like what Cole just said is like think about the players that Bobby coached, but also think about the players that Southgate is coaching.
Exactly.
You think about they're probably poles apart in all honesty, and think about the results based on it. So
well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, TJ. I was privileged. Can I just say this? I was privileged on Saturday to be able to speak on that stage about the great Kevin Beattie. And everybody knows what Bobby thought about Kevin. Kevin was arguably the best player he ever coached. And that is some accolade. And, you know, when you think about that, you know, he's, you know, he's, you know, Kevin Beattie was probably, like I say, the best player he's ever coached. And you know, you've got to look at it along them lines, you know. He brought some great players on from a very, very early age, you know, like Kevin from 15 years old. Has Gareth Southgate done that? Arguably not. Arguably not.
Relegated Middlesbrough.
I just think it's like it's.
And there was a lot of others. A lot of others. We all know they were.
To compare, if you gave Bobby Robson them players, would he won? Probably. But you don't know. You can't
yes, absolutely.
You
can't say yes, absolutely. You can't say
yes.
You
can.
We're
an opinion. Don't pick on me.
On a real, I know everyone's saying
what's happened so far.
Yeah, I know everyone's saying that we're Bobby coached better players and all the rest of it, and that's arguable because football changes and all the rest of it. Like there are, you know, Harry Kane's one of the best strikers in world football. Obviously, he's not having great form at the moment, but I think consistently over the last 5 or 6 years, he's definitely been in that conversation. You know, we got some great players, and you can't tell me there's a better England player than Tyrone Mings.
I'm not sure that
yeah, Kally, Enciala.
Right.
Mate,
I'm not sure that
get rid of him now.
I'll tell you what.
Get rid of Mike.
Just to underline it.
Bring him back.
Sorry, my finger slipped. Right, listen, you're never going to solve this conversation. So we're going to round up the show, right? We've got an hour and a half, Christmas party. I've got to go up tomorrow at 6 a.m. to go get my fucking turkey. It better be a good bird. So I want to have the half-term report on ITFC season and why we should feel either optimistic or pessimistic about the new year with Town in 60 seconds or less from each of you. One by one, we'll start with Alex. I have got
no pressure, Alex.
A TikTok timer, right? So we will have that. Alex, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think it's got to be a D grade for the season so far. You know, we're well below where we wanted to be. You know, it hasn't been good. But in terms of where we're going to go, I'm confident. I'm happy. We've got one of the best, what's supposed to be one of the best tactical managers out there for this. You know, out there. So let's just see where it goes. Let's get behind him. Let's see where it goes.
All right, there you go. D from Alex. Alex, a Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry
Have a great
Christmas.
one.
And you, Merry Christmas, darling.
Take care.
Merry Christmas, mate.
Vicky, we will have you next. Alex did it in 36 seconds. Let's see if you haven't got to beat it. Don't worry.
Story of my life, that.
Otherwise, we'll get to Matt and he'll say, "Fucking shit, I win." There we go. Right, Vicky, 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't think that we can deny that this season has been utterly disappointment at most of the time, actually. Some of the games have been okay, but most of them have been a disappointment. I don't know an awful lot about McKenna, but it's got to be better. We've got to have enthusiasm and we've got to have positivity. I don't think we'll get promoted this season, but let's hope that it's better half than last season than this half.
Okay, love it. Stay right there. I've just seen a comment come in that's got a great idea attached to it. Matthew Phillips, 60 seconds or less. Go.
Yeah, I'm going to be with my soul brother here, Mike D. We're underwhelmed. I've been so underwhelmed this season. As you know, I stuck £10 into us being champions. I can't even cash out on it anymore. So I'm massively underwhelmed. But we've got McKenna, and Vicky just made a great line there. It's going to be better with McKenna. So, let's keep optimistic. Can we get sixth? That's probably the only place we can get is sixth place. It's going to be a tall order because we're on about 1.3 points per game at the moment. We've got to get to probably 1.7 just to get to sixth. But if we can put a run together, it's possible. We might be able to do it. But I'm still looking ahead to probably to next season as being the season where it all comes together. But I hope it can be better under McKenna. That's what I'm going to say.
You can tell he's a
Oh yeah, shit! It started. I didn't have the music. I didn't have the music. You know what I mean? But
sorry,
no, it's fine.
It's
fine. I
was
ain't
on
gonna be
mute.
the
I was
full
talking and no one was listening because I was on mute. Right. Matt's taken 50 seconds there. How long did you want, Matthew? You've now got 60 seconds, Kally, starting from... Sorry, Kally. Now.
So I would actually grade us a C-. I think there's definitely been improvements in the performances from last season. I think there could be some good foundations there in terms of what we can do on the pitch. Certainly the club as a whole in the background seems to be going in the right direction. Hopefully McKenna's the right man. He's certainly the game changer appointment. Hopefully that can transition into results. I know Matt said top 6, but the league is so mad. And as we've seen over the last couple of years, and anything is possible. You know, we could mathematically still make top 2 if we go on a run. The chap at Blackpool last year, he come in, got them on a run. They got into the top 6 and they're in some great form. I think as long as we hit form at the right place, we'll score some goals. We'll go up. 100 goals is still on, so we can go up. There you go.
Right, there we go. Thank you very much, Kally. I mean, Jesus, boys.
I had to beat Matt.
True, it's true. Right, TJ, the Vavavoom. Here we go. Go.
Here we go. Right, very hard to judge as we're only halfway through a season, but I will give it a C- because we're playing better football, but the performances and the results in the table are not better. Cook's gone. That's good. New managers come in. It's an unknown entity, and I will give him 18 months to see what he can do. That's about it. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Perfect. We love it. We love it. Right. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back in just a second. Oh, no, not me. I don't want to do it.
Can I get 30 seconds? That's not bloody fair. Oh. Yeah, after a closed season, am I on? Am I still going? After probably the most exciting closed season we ever had. I ain't got a timer on here. So unprofessional, this podcast, aren't
That's it. You're disqualified. You're disqualified. Fuck, moaning about the equipment is an instant disqualification. Colin? Heidi says, if you can do it in less than 30 seconds. No, wait, she says, if Colin can do less than 60 seconds, it's double shots for everyone. So, Colin, are you ready?
Yeah.
Good man. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, go.
First of all, I'd give it possibly, like TJ said, a C-. Very underwhelming up till now. Mr. McKenna coming in, I've been really, really impressed by him verbally and what he's been doing on the training ground as well. Bringing his set number 2 in from Man United. I think this is it's got good vibes all around it. It's a pity we're not playing Boxing Day, in my opinion, but it gives us another little bit of time on the training ground. His coaching background is absolutely excellent, and so is his number 2. I'm very excited about it all, and I think we're in for one hell of a ride in this second half of the season. Get on board, everyone. It's going to be a ride and a half, I believe.
Bloody hell. Colin, you've run out of time, unbelievably. Right, love it. Stephen, you are up next. Go.
I'll probably go with a C-. It is better than last year. It couldn't be much worse. We have got a good platform to build from. We've got a good team. I believe we've got a good manager, especially a good coach, which is what we need most of all. These players need good coaching. And I see the possibility of the playoffs still being quite well and quite alive. There will be a lot of shocks. January is going to play a big role in this because there's already talks of players from Wigan and Plymouth and all these teams above us could be all leaving in January. That could make a massive difference towards how they play in the running. So get them coached, get them trained, get them going, and let's see where we end up.
Okay. Fisherman, over to you.
I'm going to give it a F for failure because that's what this season has been so far. Right, and I'll tell you why I give it an F, because we had Paul Cook come in with all the
him on first.
Oh.
Let's just talk over him. Then his time will go down.
We love you, mate.
We do love you, mate. You are brilliant.
Let him go again.
No,
on, mate.
Wait, let us wait.
Hang on. Go on then, mate.
Oh, that's not fair.
Right.
Now he's got more than 60 seconds.
I didn't say a word. Anyway, yeah, so F for failure, and I'll tell you why. Cook came in, made a Lambert team worse, gave it all the Billy Boy big bollocks this season about being a demolition man, getting rid of the players. Turned out to be a complete disaster. He's gone out the door, and rightly so, and should have gone probably 6 games before that. Right now, we've got a young manager from Man United who a lot of good old school Man United fans rate highly. My son rates him, and he thinks he's going to do well. I'm happy with the appointment. I like the fact we've got a number 2. Reality is, guys, look, we just got to see where we go till the end of this season, and who knows? If we make the playoffs, great. If we don't, it's just one of those things. And then see where we go. But let's get behind him and enjoy the Christmas, yeah?
Perfect. I will just say, I ain't write anything down. I'll keep it short and sweet. They were out of control. They've been weak and a bit of embarrassment to you, me, and everybody else. Hopefully 2022 will be a lot better. Right, we're going to bring in Mark. Final. Mark, it's the end of the show. You're on the beers. Love to see it.
It's not a Guinness. What the hell? It's not a Guinness.
Safety says,
Merry Christmas, bro.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
Happy Christmas, Mark.
Happy Christmas.
Safety Guy, discovered TT in the close season. I've loved it since. All the best to you and the town. See you in 2022 from Safety Guy in all South Wales. So people were saying I was drunk. No, I had my son crying. So I was trying to be quiet while muting. While trying to set up.
It was throwing up.
He's got conjunctivitis, bless him. So
oh shit.
Yeah, so I was trying to be quiet, be on mute, while trying to plan the next bit, the ending.
How old is he now?
Oh, he's 22. No, he's 22 months. He's
So
22 months.
so
No, 20 months. How old are you, Arth? Don't know.
So when he's 2 or something, can't he just be running production backstage or something?
Well, exactly. Yeah, you've got to start.
Get him trained up. Get him trained up.
Wait, have you not seen this production? It is being run by him. What are you on about?
It was his first words, talking town. Was he actually talking town?
Cut him off, and you'd cut me off.
No, the guy like you. I feel like I can cut you off. You see, like, you won't WhatsApp me saying that you're a bit like a diva, whereas Mike's the biggest diva I've got on the platform.
Absolutely.
Even bigger than Cruncher. Here you go.
Oh,
even bigger than Mariah Carey.
Speaking of which, to end the show, we have got a non-copyright version of All I Want for Christmas Is You, which we are going to sing at the request of Robert Grimsey. So we're all going to give it a sing song. Don't worry, we're so many here that they can't see us. So
test 1 2 1 2 test. Okay, let's go. All I want
can you hear
all
it?
I want for the Christmas. I want this.
Do I don't want a lot for Christmas.
What is this?
One thing I need.
Someone's fucking drunk, man.
Sorry.
What? Like, whose cat was getting murdered there? Like, you can have RSPCA onto you, man. Fucking.
I had to look to see if my cat was all right then.
That's why it's a.
Where is Steve's cat? Everyone wants to know. Where's Steve's cat?
Fucking getting battered in that song. Getting battered in that song.
Right. That is obviously why it's the
free.
non-copyright version. Because it ain't Mariah fucking Carey.
It's more like Mariah Scary. It's Mariah Scary.
Yeah, Mariah Scary.
I don't know the words.
We'll pick up the
I
tune.
can't sing if I don't know it.
Matt, you can start because you're the singer, and then we'll just all join in with Matt. Here
What? I don't even know this song. Hold on.
Bollocks, you
Matt
don't know
got
this.
started as a singer. Look.
I don't want.
Have you got the instrumental version?
No, here we go.
There's just one thing I
don't wanna love
for Christmas.
There's just something that I need. I don't care about the presents under the Christmas tree.
You never know. All I want for Christmas is you.
All we want is you. All I want for Christmas is 3 points, man.
Martin.
All I want for Christmas is 3 points in promotion. That's all I want. That was the worst in like out of sync fucking performance. Like what the fuck, guys?
That was the worst.
It was worse than Ipswich performance. That.
Yeah,
it was the worst.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
That was the worst team performance I've seen.
The good news is, if you've got like cats or foxes running around your garden, just clip that up, play it, and it acts as a deterrent now. So we're protecting wildlife and all the rest of it as well with that clip.
You know the performance we had where under McGrill against Barrow. I think we've just reached.
I was there.
The levels of that.
Oh no, we were better than that.
Yeah, we were.
Absolutely better than that.
Yeah. We weren't.
Fucking hell, even Lambert wouldn't want to manage us, would he? And he's managed some big clubs.
Right. From my family, which is
played at some big clubs too.
He did. Right. From my family, which is right here, to your family at home, a Merry Christmas from us.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
On the
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding